Hi guys, welcome back. Hope you're all doing okay. We are back in Skyrim, back in Aruna's story, and we join Aruna after a frosty night's sleep. So let's get up out of bed. And as we pack up the camp and make sure the fire's out for the night, we're going to talk a little bit more about Aruna's story, Aruna's backstory. We'll destroy that fire. There was no unspent fuel to reclaim, no problem. And we're going to pack up the tent. Where are we? Pack up the tent. So we're on our way to Falkreath still. We've got the marker set over there, so we are just going to carry on along the road towards there and see what we come across. It's very early in the morning, so we should catch a nice sunrise as well as we go through the talk a bit more about his backstory. So Aruna was born in a place called Stonemoor in Hammerfall. His mother was a housecarl for the Jarl of North Hall, which was just north of Stonemoor, and his mother spent like weeks away at a time because the commute was quite far. Hello to you. We're not going to get involved with this guy. So Aruna became very close to his father. His father was a blacksmith who specialised in curved blade weapons. And people from all across Tamriel would come and ask for his weapons. And Aruna started working in the forge with his father when he came of age. But it became apparent that there was a need for training with these weapons. There was a lot of other Redguards were very adept with using curved blade weapons. They found it quite natural, but other races, they didn't find it so easy. So Aruna began training these other races in how to fight with curved blade weapons, and it was through that he met Raya. Now Raya is a Redguard mercenary, and she basically came to Aruna for some training, and over the weeks that she spent with Aruna, she became very close, and they started a very good friendship. Aruna's family got on really well with her, even though she was quite aggressive. Came across quite aggressive. She was actually a really nice person, and they had a great friendship. Collect some more tinder here. Come on. There we go. And Raya told Aruna that there were a group of Imperials that were looking for recruits. Basically, they wanted hired swords, they wanted mercenaries, and basically they wanted jobs to be done that could be deniable. So they didn't want any comeback on some other jobs. They didn't want it to be linked to. They didn't want it. Oh, what's this guy up to? Is he shooting arrows at me or this rabbit? I think the rabbit. Yes, there was this group of Imperials that wanted some deniable work doing, and Raya told Aruna about this opportunity, but Aruna wasn't interested. He enjoyed working with his father in the blacksmith forge. He enjoyed doing the training. He could provide for his family, and everything was going well with it.
Oh, thank goodness! I've been wandering alone for so long. I thought I'd never see another soul again. I was kidnapped by these bandits weeks ago. They locked me up in the towers near Mistwatch. I managed to pick the lock and slip out while the guards slept, but now I'm completely lost. Can you help me, please?
There's a town nearby in that direction. Do you need some help getting there?
Thank you. But I should be fine now that you've shown me the way. But those bandits have to be stopped. They're at Mistwatch. Here, let me show you on your map.
Alrighty.
If you can stop them, you'll be a true hero.
No problem, we'll take a look into it. Aruna, the friendly Redguard Skyrim guide. Where were we at? So, yeah, he enjoyed working in the blacksmith forge. He enjoyed doing the training. It was true to what he was as a Redguard, and he could provide for his family. So that was all going fine until the day that his father became very ill. He contracted a very nasty disease, and he died. And Aruna basically couldn't keep running the forge and the training sort of business he didn't. They're not skills that you can just get someone new in. You know, when that blacksmith skill has died, the skill has died with them, and he couldn't do both, and he couldn't provide enough for his pregnant wife and his family, and so he decided to take up the Raya's opportunity. Oh Jesus, here we go. And he started working for this group of Imperials. Ancient Nord sword, right. He started working with this group of Imperials, and it wasn't too bad. He thought it was going to be a lot worse. It wasn't too dirty, the work, and he was providing for his family. That went on for a few years, and things were going, you know, as well as they could. Things were still hard with his father not being around, but it was manageable. But then the Imperials started doing a lot more work for this high elf called Ilmur, or Ilmur. And this is when things started to get a bit ugly. There were a lot more assassination contracts going on, a lot more work that Aruna didn't feel comfortable with doing, but you know, he kind of felt like he had to do it. And on one particular assassination contract, it was on a Stormcloak general. After the orders were given to assassinate him, by the time the small group of mercenaries, of which Aruna was involved with on the contract, by the time it came to complete the contract, things had changed. Money had passed hands, and it was no longer a contract that needed fulfilling. And so the contract was cancelled. Stay out of this guy's way. We don't trust magic, do we? The contract was cancelled, which was fine. But now, obviously, these group of Imperials have got a loose end. They've got this small group of mercenaries that know that the Imperials and this high elf wanted this Stormcloak general dead. It was a loose end that couldn't be sorted out without wiping them off the face of the planet, and that's why they were mercenaries. They were disposable, and so all the other mercenaries were killed, and Aruna escaped and got away. And then the high elf captured his family, his wife and his boy, to basically draw Aruna out so he could kill him. And Aruna found out some information off one of his contacts, went to the cave that they were being kept in, killed the Imperial guards that were there, but found his wife and his boy dead. He took their bodies and he buried them in a little spot that he loved in their home, Stonemoor, by the river. He used to love all playing there, and he buried the bodies. And he was absolutely, he was finished. You know, all of his house was burnt down, all of his belongings had gone, all of his fortune had gone, and now his family had been murdered. He had nothing. The only person that he could trust, and the only person that he knew that could help him, was Raya. And he found out that Raya was on a contract in Skyrim. She was working in a place called Falkreath. And he thought that if he could get to her, he could ask her about how she could help him. He knew that there was a college in Skyrim, that there were some really powerful mages at, and he knew that there was maybe the opportunity to bring his family back to life. So he needed to speak to Raya about this. He also wanted to get stronger, get richer, so he could go back and avenge the death of his family. So that's why he left for Skyrim. Let's just kill these mud crabs here. That's why he left for Skyrim, that's why he's here now. Now, on the road to Skyrim, basically there was a bounty on Aruna's head. Sorry, I can't speak when I'm trying to do two things at once. There was a bounty on Aruna's head, and as soon as he crossed the mountains from Hammerfell to Skyrim, Skyrim actually borders Hammerfell. And as soon as he crossed the mountains into Skyrim, he was attacked by a group of about 6 or 7 bandits. Now Aruna thought that this was them trying to fulfill this contract on his head, and that they wanted him dead. So Aruna fought tooth and nail. He literally was fighting for his life, and was beaten to within an inch of his life, sliced up, battered. He was left unconscious on the side of the road. This was just a garden variety robbery that was going on. He didn't know that, but they took the things he was wearing. They took his two scimitar blades that he always used to carry, and left him dead on the side of the road. Now Aruna is a bit of a badass. Like he's resilient, you know, he can survive. And so he picked himself up, and he remembered a vision he had while he was unconscious of him and his wife and his boy playing in the same spot by the river in Stonemore. And that's what kind of gave him the strength to carry on and get into Skyrim, find Raya, find the college, the mage's college. What animal is that? Oh, it's a horse. Find the college and, you know, hopefully bring his family back and then avenge the death of them. Or the attempted death on them if he did manage to bring them back. So he picked himself up, he crafted a bow, he killed some animals, he made some fur, clothes, and he started surviving. It's very difficult for Aruna to survive in these climates. He's obviously used to deserts and things. But, you know, he's resilient, like I say, and he started being able to survive in the wild. That's when you joined us in Riverwood, and this is why he's on the way to Falkreath. Are we still in the right direction to Falkreath? Yeah, so it's just south from here. So we're going to try and find Raya. Now, when he finds Raya, because of the line of work that they both did, whenever they were in public, Raya and Aruna spoke to each other as though they didn't know each other. It was a security thing. You don't want people overhearing that you know each other, especially when Raya is a known mercenary. You know, Aruna was a deniable mercenary, so he didn't want anything to do with known mercenaries. So that's why he insisted that they spoke to each other like they didn't know each other at all. So we'll probably see that when we find her, if we find her in Falkreath.
Mike does not remember his childhood. Perhaps he never had one.
Perhaps, brother, perhaps. Okay, guys, this is Falkreath. It's a beautiful little place. And you know what? It looks pretty warm. Let's have a look at our weather sense. You're warm. The air is pleasant. You are getting colder. Okay, the weather's going to change then by the looks of it. Yeah, and there we go. Bit of rain coming in. So it's a good time to get into the village, try and get some shelter, and see if we can get a lead on where Raya is. Misty, isn't it? So yeah, Aruna, he knows magic is in this world. He doesn't like magic. He doesn't trust magic. But he's kind of, because of the fact that he wants to see if there's a possibility to bring his family back, he knows he's got to go towards magic. He's got to try and look into it. So he's quite conflicted in that way. Let's see if we can find our long lost friend. Open the Hall of the Dead. See if she's in here. Cost.
Strangers like you bring war. I've seen enough war.
Oh. Okay.
These graves hold the sons and daughters of...
Oh, there's a Shrine of Talos. There's a Shrine of RK. I don't think we had any disease, but it's always nice to do, isn't it?
The god RK was once like us, bound to winding mortality.
Don't trust this guy.
He willingly gave up this existence. Ghost is responsible for the cemetery here in Falkreath. I take care of the shrine. I am I came into Arché's light after the Great War. So many died by my hands, my magics. I'm fortunate
I bet it
that
did.
Coast and the people of Falkreath have come to accept me as one of their own. Could you do an old elf a favor? I misplaced my journal in a cave I was exploring.
No, I'm not helping
I'll
you,
pay for
Runa.
its return. Very well.
I can't do that right now. You wouldn't have to do much. Runil, I'm talking. Hey, Aruna's talking now. You wouldn't have to do much to make it onto my hit list, Runil. I'm watching you, you be careful.
My husband Matthias and I tend Corpse Light Farm.
Know the beloved serenity of Aetherius.
A sad time.
Who
Our
died?
daughter. Our little girl. She hadn't seen her 10th winter.
I know how that feels, mate. How did she die?
She was. He ripped her apart. Like a saber cat tears a deer. We barely found enough of her to bury.
Who did this?
Sinding came through as a laborer. Seemed like a decent man. He's stewing in the pit while we figure out what to do with him. If you've got the stomach to look at him. What could drive a man to do something like this?
Ill met by moonlight. Speak to Sinding. You know what?
Understand what kind of man does that?
I feel sorry for these guys. Is she a red guard? You know, I'm going through the same thing myself, so
These graves hold the sons
we know
and
the pain
daughters
those guys are
of
feeling. We're going to try and help
What
them
is
out.
it?
First, we want to try and find Raya. You're drenched. You soaking wet from raining or swimming, which significantly increases your exposure. Dry off by standing near a fire or spending enough time out of the rain and not swimming. Increasing your coverage may help prevent getting wet in the rain. I can't speak today. Not enough coffee. So I guess it's the main. This is the main entrance to Falkreath. We kind of came in the back entrance there. Sort of thing Aruna learnt in the trade of being a mercenary. Try not to walk through the front door.
I can't believe we let provincials like you wander Skyrim.
Rude. Very rude. Okay, there's no sign of Raya.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted in the forest.
This is the way we came. Let's try this side. Here's a massive cemetery. Why are there so many? Get some mushrooms here. We do actually need to harvest some wood for tonight. Although we are in a town, maybe we could sleep in Falkreath. We need a long chat with Raya when we find her. Let's see who's in here.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Well met. Unlike my brother, I've no dislike of strangers. Met lots of them while I was a Stormcloak.
You mentioned a brother. Who is he?
His name's Bolin. He's the one who works the lumber mill down by the river.
Oh yeah, we just seen
If you
him.
meet him, don't expect much in the way of conversation.
Yeah.
He ain't one for talking, especially with folk he don't know.
Yeah, he's pretty rude, to be honest. We just met him.
I was once, but not anymore.
You're a
I was
Stormcloak?
wounded in a skirmish up near Windhelm. This was years ago, mind you. Now maybe I don't pick up a blade in Ulfric's name no more, but I still hold with his ideals. Skyrim is Nordland, and we ought to rule it. We don't need no help from the Empire on that count.
Totally agree with you. Let's see what you've got for sale. I'm half expecting some of my the things I had when I came into Skyrim, the scimitars and my robes, not my robes, but the things I was wearing to be in one of these shops, which will give me a lead on who kind of robbed me. I think it was bandits, and And if we find them, we're certainly going to take our stuff back.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit
But it
of
would be
that.
nice to get back to the curved weapons, what we used to. Let's have a look at these gunny weapons. Great swords, warhammer. No, nothing out of the ordinary there.
Steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it.
I'm not here to steal, mate. I'm here to find somebody. Well, there's no sign of her yet. Let's see if she's in the boozer.
Welcome. Let me know.
She always liked a good drink.
I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Yes?
Can I make a
Sure.
request?
What can I do for you?
Can you sing Ragnar the Red?
Ah, a fine but bloody tale. I can do that one.
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old
He started then.
You hear any juicy gossip in town? Be sure to share it with me.
Is that it? I mean, that was it. It wasn't the biggest song, was it? Right. Where are we gonna find her? She might be outside Falkreath. Let's make sure we've been everywhere. That's the farmer, isn't it?
Try
So she
not to
runs the
judge
farm.
Falkreath too harshly, visitor. The war has been hard on us.
Yeah, I bet. Come on, Aruna.
Can I help you? I was Jarl once, but I was encouraged to step down when I took sides with the Stormcloaks. It was an Imperial plot, I tell you. Well, not against me, against
Said
all
a
of
plot against
Falkreath.
you.
Those Imperial bastards are spying on every one of us. Last night, I saw Laud the blacksmith writing a letter. Probably sending word to Solitude and General Tullius. Are you loyal to Skyrim? Break into Laud's house and get that letter.
It's not really got anything to do with me. Although I am pro Stormcloaks. I hate the Imperials for what they've done to us, so let's
Good.
accept it.
Mind what you say. The Empire has ears all over this town.
Down with the
Enemies-
Empire.
My nephew has always been handy.
Intense.
Even the title of Jarl.
Okay, good. So there's picking up a few little quests here that we can kind of crack on with. I think we kind of need to have a little look outside of Falkreath, see if Raya's here. Because she doesn't seem to be in anywhere in the immediate vicinity. So where do we start looking? Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Let's see that. And whilst we're here, let's collect some supplies. Gather some branches. Oh no, we don't want to do that. Cancel placement. Gather some branches. One more. That should get us through the night if we have to sleep outside. It is really wet. Let's check I've got enough clothing on. Let's put the fur helmet on. It's going to give us a bit more. 14 coverage, 40 warmth. Let's have a look how we're getting on. You're warm and damp. Okay. That's not too bad then, guys. We can live with that. We're going to do a little bit of a perimeter search then for Raya. See what's in the immediate area, and then I do want to go back and help that family who had their little girl killed, because that struck a chord with me, that has. Let's have a look up here, see if we can get a good look on the land. You're drenched. So yeah, much more capable with a curved blade weapons. Much more what I'm used to. So hopefully we'll find the people that robbed us, and we'll take what's ours back at some point during the playthrough. Falkreath Watchtower. Don't know, look at that. Okay, let's go and have a look. Dodgy goings on. Let's take a look then. Ooh. Draw out my axe. Here she is. Novice Necromancer. We don't trust magic. We don't trust her. She's attacked us. Bear claws will take them. She didn't like us being here, did she? Search ash pile. Search the ash pile. Whoa, okay. Alright. Search this chest. Amethyst. What? How do you pronounce that? Amethyst. Okay, we're not going to get into that. See, value 50, so this is going to teach us something. There we go. Conjuration increased to 16. Not that I'm bothered, but we'll take it as well because it's going to be worth a few bob. And that's not going to be worth. That's not going to teach us anything because it's only value 5. It's not worth taking. But there's definitely been some fruity goings on here, hasn't there? Ooh. Take common soul gem. Yes, please. We should be warming up now. Yep, we're warm. The fire is soothing. Awesome. God knows what's been going on here. You don't want to know. Right, let's carry on looking then. So if we go down here and go around left, we'll kind of do a bit of a search. take all this. Good leather. So this is a nice part of the world, isn't it? Easy to survive. I know we've got the whole survival element going on, but this is warm. It's a nice southern part of Skyfall. So it's actually pretty easy going here. It's going to get a lot harder when we start travelling north. Roadside ruins discovered. Okay. Oh, it's one of them bloody things again. Spriggans. I don't think we can. I don't think we can beat a Spriggan in a fight. Jesus, where is he? Shit. Leg it. Run, brother. I'm not going to get involved with that. Thanks, but no thanks. Another wasted arrows. Yeah, like I said before, you've got to pick your battles, and we're not at a high level to take on Spriggans. They're still a very low leveled. Have we got any skills to spend, have we? Yeah, they're still very low leveled, but we're even lower. So we're going to stay out of those fights for now. Has anyone seen Raya? Where is she? She's the only person that can help us at the moment. What's going on here? I like the look of that water. Although it doesn't look cold, does it? Might have to pick up a little bit of intel on where she's been seen. She probably knows we're already here. She'll probably just appear. She's very good like that. Very handy soldier. Rubbish at hunting. Oops. No arrows equipped. Alright, we need to make some arrows then. I think we've actually got some ways of making arrows. Let's have a look. Create item. You can't use this whilst in combat. That's Falkreath in all its glory. Look at these places carved out of rock. It's probably worth a little look, isn't it? Let's have a look what this quest is. Actually, we've got some people up here. Who are these?
You've made a mistake. Now move along before that mouth of yours gets you into trouble.
Next time you're looking to pester someone, make sure it's the
Holy
right person.
shit, guys. These are the bandits that robbed us. Look, they've got our blades. And our clothes. Oh, these guys are going to get messed up.
What do you need? Ah! Oh, I'm being attacked! You'll need to do better than that!
Ah, you bastard. You're not a true warrior. You're a bandit. You just nicked our gear. Yes, we found our gear. Yes, we'll take that. Yes, we'll take that. Yes, we'll take my boots back. Yes, I'll take my hood back, you piece of shit. And where's the other one? Because I had 2 blades. I can't believe we found those guys. That's awesome. Where is he? Speak to this woman.
Foreigners. What a nuisance.
What was that all
They
about?
thought I was some other Redguard woman. They just wouldn't leave me alone.
Probably
I hope they
right.
get lost in the wilderness.
Yeah. I'll take that back, thank you very much. Don't need these, we've already got them. Guys, that was a great turn up for the books, wasn't it? Awesome, we got our stuff back.
Foreigners. What a nuisance. Foreigners. What a nuisance. Until next time.
Yeah, until next time. Okay guys, we can get into our... So when it's cold, we're going to still have to use this fur stuff. It's going to be a lot warmer than the stuff that we've taken back from those assholes. But let's level up. We'll put this into stamina. And we're going to put this into... It's either going to be block. Should we put it into block? We haven't put one in there yet, have we? Yeah. Cool. And we're going to change our clothes back into our home native gear. Oh, there we go. Redguard boots. That's it. And we'll get our swords left and right. Sweet. Let's favourite those. Oh yeah. Now we're talking, guys. This is what Aruna's all about. This is what he trained in. This is what he spent years blacksmithing with his father. And these are quite dirty, these clothes, aren't they? Probably from where we were at the side of the road getting robbed. I wonder if the others are any cleaner. Probably exactly the same, aren't they? Take them anyway.
What a nuisance.
Right then. Awesome, guys. We're back to our usual self after being robbed by those 2 bandits. We've still got fur. Yeah, we've still got fur braces on, but that's okay. That's going to keep us a little bit warmer. Ah, feels good. Feels good to be dressed how we should be dressed. This game looks great, doesn't it? This land is beautiful. Let's pick some more tinder. bandits up ahead. Yeah, I've got an archer drawing on me. Jump up. Right, let's go and see if we've still got these skills. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, still got it, Aruna. Oh yes. Still got it, buddy. Look at those swords. My blades are bloodied, but my soul is clean. Iron arrows, yes. That was badass. We just needed the arrows. Shit, so they tried to launch rocks at me. We missed that, didn't we? Must have come out of that little trapdoor. Bastards. Okay guys, it's getting dark. We haven't found Rhea, have we? But I think we're in the right area. Those that Redguard woman said that those Alik'r, is that how you call them? Alik'r soldiers or warriors were after another Redguard woman. I'm thinking that's Rhea. It's the kind of thing she'd, the kind of attention she'd attract, to put it that way. So I think it's time we called it a night. Pine Watch discovered. Maybe this is a nice little unlock Pine Watch. Is there anyone around here? Can't see anyone around here, but it's definitely somewhere I want to investigate. Maybe this is where Rhea's hanging out. It would make sense. She wouldn't stay in the town of Falkreath. She'd stay just outside of it. Okay, we're going to set up camp. What's this? Snowberries. I think we've got snowberries. We're going to have a little session of tasting all this alchemy ingredients just to see what the effects are. At some point, guys. But for now, we're going to set up camp and we are going to close this episode down. So I wonder if this is going to be an okay place to camp. Should be. I think it's far enough away from everything. Okay, let's go into resourcefulness. We've already got that selected. We're going to build a campfire. We're going to put it here. Place here. Use campfire. Use wood. Build fire out of branches. We've got a couple of things we can use for tinder. Excellent quality tinder. Oh no, sorry. Good quality tinder is the hanging moss that we discovered where that Spriggan was. We'll use that. And we'll use our strike stone to start a fire. So this video might have been a little bit longer. I think I saw it the other day. It was 72 minutes in real time is a full day in Skyrim. So if we're going to play like this and sort of camp at night and do missions in the day, generally, then I think that's how long the videos are going to be. A day's length in Skyrim. So I hope that's alright with you guys. Flickering wood, yep. We're going to go crackling campfire, yep. And we're even going to go roaring campfire for 12 hours. So we can have a good sleep. Look at that, that's great, isn't it? That's going to keep us real nice and warm. We need to build our camp, so let's come out of that. And go into... Sorry, no, it's just our camp, isn't it? There we go. So we don't want to put it too close to this fire. Let's just pull out a bit. Okay, that should be okay. We'll place it there. Let's a little bit close probably, but that should be fine. And we'll use our bedroll. Let's lie down. So he's taking his hood off. It's quite nice, isn't it? He's put his scimitars down. And we'll stay nice and warm there. And now we can save and we can wait. 8:35 PM. It's very early night. I'm going to get used to this. You know, with the lighting and stuff. We'll see what kind of time of day it is. Probably a little bit better. But for now, let's sleep for 11 hours. And we'll close this episode down. Guys, thanks for watching. This has been episode 2 in the Aruna story. We've looked a little bit more at the story of Aruna's backstory. We've made it to Falkreath. We've had a look for Rhea, but we've not found her. But we're in the right area now. We'll carry on our search in the morning. And we've got our stuff back from the bandits that robbed us when we first made it into Skyrim. So all in all, pretty successful. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you want to see anything changed, anything different. And thanks for watching me. Thanks for joining me. I've had really good fun. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.